I talked with the team about after the game, and I let them speak actually before I had anything to say. But just again, early on in the year, just concept of putting 40 minutes together, of just playing hard, not worrying about the outcome offensively or defensively, but just the intensity and how hard we play. And that to me, I know is game one, but it's still an area I feel like we need to grow. I think, like I told them, I think sometimes I feel like they get a feel for the opponents, and then they feel like we can just win just because, rather than playing to our principles for 40 minutes and playing against a faceless opponent. But
did you see that pretty much for the first half? You playing to the principles, and then the second half was not so much, or was it mix and match? What did you see there?
I thought it was more second half. I thought it was a sense of complacency coming out because feeling like we were the better team. And I just think our energy wasn't there from the start, which can be a little surprising when you're talking about a veteran group coming out there with the mindset of not letting up, but extending the lead and doing that with your defense first.
Alan, is that disappointing that you kind of saw some similar things maybe last game to this game, and that maybe didn't quite carry it?
I mean, not really. I mean, it's still early, you know, regardless of, you know, like I told our guys at the end of the day, you know, everybody starts off the year with wanting to be the best team possible. But every coach walks away from game one probably a little disappointed in some way. But you don't want to sit up there and say you're playing your best basketball the first game of the year. So the fact that, you know, I thought we played against a very good opponent. I thought they came in and played hard, even though I thought, you know, the youngest team in America, you know, I still didn't feel like we took advantage. You know, I thought we let them back in the game.
We've seen a lot of games now where, you know, Hayden shot the ball well. Shot well in your last CBI game. You continue that again. Just sure, you know, he's more than capable, but nice to see it in the opener.
Well, I think at the end of the day, Hayden's playing with extreme confidence, you know, and you like that as a coach. And no different than what I was telling our guys earlier is I think he's playing with that confidence because he puts in work outside of what we do as a team. So with him going out and it being his senior year and feeling like he's one of the better players in our league, that's more than capable. But what I always challenge about is on the other end of the floor, you know, when it's not falling, you know, or taking care of the basketball. I got on him and Lou at halftime. H had 4, Lou had 3, and I thought he did a much better job playing under control and leaving the second half without a turnover. But he has a special gift to play on that end of the floor because of his skill set, his ability to shoot the basketball, and to play inside or out.
Coach, with Alex and Andrew, with their injuries, were those pretty recent things that came up this week, or what?
Man. Alex twisted his ankle 2 days ago. That practice after I think we did the media thing that day. That practice toward the end twisted his ankle, landed on somebody's foot. And then Andrew got hit in the head doing non-contact stuff. It wasn't like we were, you know, banging against each other. We were doing maybe individual instruction or something, and the ball went up, somebody grabbed it and hit him in the head. And, you know, this concussion thing is serious nowadays, so I don't know what else. I don't know what else.
Yeah. Coach, can you tell us anything about Hunter?
Oh, he just cramped up. Just cramped up. Yeah, so he should be fine.
You probably said just limited him tonight.
Yeah,
or did
well,
anything flare up or
under recommendation from Lance, our trainer. You know, he's only 2 days removed from just being in practice, and one of the practices was when he was doing none of the non-contact stuff, and then when he did practice, he was limited within our practice. So tonight was more just for him to get a feel, get back into play, and then hopefully against Oregon State, maybe keep him out there a little bit more, but still a progression for him.
Coach, I know injuries can be frustrating, obviously, but you're early in the season, so how can you use this to your advantage and say, well, we can use our depth, and maybe that depth can come into play later in the year?
Well, we've talked about that, just in the sense of it being somewhat of a wacky preseason with injuries, and like I was, most of them are happening when we're not even competing, but being able to utilize the bench early and give guys experience helps us long term. Just having Hunter Maldonado out there for a long period of time, and then being able to get Austin and Sam on the floor was also helpful, even in the sense of Hunter leaving the game with the cramps and then Lou fouling out. To still be able to put valuable bodies on the floor really helps. Yeah.
Do you know which guys might be able to play in the next game, or have a general sense?
I mean, I doubt if Alex plays. I'm not sure about Andrew, but and I would say Andrew is probably day-to-day. I would doubt Alex would be able to play right now.
Same with Mac. Will he even make the trip? Will have to even?
No, he won't even go on the trip. Yep. Yep.
Speaking of that quick turnaround, kind of do that maybe on purpose for the veteran group going to, early in the season testing?
Well, sometimes the schedule just kind of falls that way. When you're trying to work out dates or whatever, and that date was best for them. But at the end of the day, it would be no different than, tournament time. Quick turnaround and still being ready to go out there and play. Probably won't do much tomorrow outside of timing type stuff. And then practice when we get there on Sunday to get a feel for their gym or whatnot, and then have a shoot around and go right back at it.
Do you know much about that team at all yet?
I have not watched any film on them yet. I mean, I know who they are in the sense of being in the Pac-12, but I'm not even sure, what style of play, what they do, because I'm more of a what's in front of me type guy. I'll take a look at tonight's game, and to be honest with you, the first thing tomorrow morning, start looking at Oregon State.